Hello everyone. Well, the poll has been clear. People want to see a comparison of Seafarer and Subnautica. So let's get into it. Right here I have the Subnautica from yesterday's video that I've been wearing personally for almost a year now. And then down here we have our Seafarer, which I've also been wearing personally for almost a year now. Where do you want to start? I got an idea. Why don't we start with the Seafarer? So first up, we have the Seafarer, which is our largest dive watch. It's also our largest watch. The Seafarer comes in at 46 millimeters, whereas the Subnautica is our traditional 40 millimeter diameter case size. This is a large difference on your wrist. However, remember yesterday we talked about the dome sapphire crystal on the Subnautica and the height of the Subnautica. On the Seafarer, the height does not exist because it's not a domed crystal. So that helps you with wearing this day in and day out. Also on the Seafarer, it uses an aluminum bezel. This is the only watch model I have that is an aluminum bezel. Some people prefer it. All the other divers we saw have a ceramic bezel. Now what's nice about the ceramic bezels on the Subnautica is it has lume on it. On the Seafarer, there is no lume. As you see, it's aluminum. So at nighttime, you only get to see the lume that is on the hands, the second hand, and then the hour markers on Seafarer. But that's okay, because you'll still be able to see the time, not a problem. It's just if you really wanted low-level light, this is the watch that's going to have the brightest lume. Now, with that said, if you look at the dial of the Seafarer, you see it's a piano black. It has much more detail to it about each minute hand. This also has some of the silver accents around the hour hands and the markers, which is really nice. Has a thinner hour hand and minute hand on this one. It's going to be more of like a sword blade as opposed to like a dagger like on the Subnautica. Coming around, obviously stainless steel construction. This is a much bigger watch. It has more heft to it than Subnautica. This feels much more like a luxury watch, frankly. It feels more like our GMT model in terms of that luxury feel. A very good watch. Now, turning around back, once again, we have an exhibition case back on the Seafarer, which is the only dive watch that we offer this on other than the new GMT. This uses the Miyota 8215 movement, which is a workhorse movement. It's an older movement. It came out from Miyota in the 1980s, but it has proven to be exceptionally reliable. And as part of that, it powers our Seafarer. So you can pretty much guarantee yourself many years of use with our Seafarer with that movement. Another nice thing about it is that, of course, on the back it's sapphire glass as well. A key difference on the Seafarer is also the bracelet. It uses a butterfly clasp, milled clasp stainless steel, just like the GMT watch does. So this is really nice for getting a snug fit around your wrist without having anything that, like from a clasp, that might hang it up. Also, you see these quick release prongs. So the Seafarer has a very unique band to it. It's not going to be easy to put new straps on it, unfortunately. However, with the Seafarer, it does have that quick release. So if you want to resize the band, you want to take the band off and find something that does fit for it, it's very easy to do. And it's very reliable as well. Since everything is 316 stainless steel and has some good heft to it, this is not going to let you down or anything. As you can see, I'm putting the watch weight on this, and that is how much looseness there is in the band. It's a very tight fitting band, very high quality band. So from the aspect of the Seafarer, you can see that this watch, this is built to last. Every component on here is built to last, will last you a long time. The size of it and the height of it are the main differences from measurement perspective. One of the nice things about the Miyota movement is that you do have a little bit of a stutter on the second hand. Some people don't like that. Some people like that. Personally, I find it looks a little bit more precise that way. Since it's a lower beat movement, it's going to be doing that as opposed to just a smooth sweep of like a higher beat movement like the Miyota 9000 series. So the 8215, is going to power this for many years. The water resistance on this watch is the same as Subnautica. That's the other thing. It's 200 meters, 660 feet, 20 ATM. That continues with this watch versus the Subnautica. So Subnautica rated for the same. The biggest difference, between the two, obviously, besides the size, is you look at the case finishing on Subnautica. It's a more brushed and polished finishes. You also have the logo on the crown on the Subnautica, and of course you have a different clasp, that is the stamp clasp, and then the case back, of course. It's not an exhibition case back. Aside from that, I think it's a stylistic difference and a size difference mainly. The movement in the Subnautica is the Seiko NH35, which is, a very good entry-level movement. We can get the accuracy on these very good with some tuning, which we do offer. On the 8215, it's not going to be able to be tuned to be quite as precise as the NH35, but this is literally decades of use across watches, and it's just proven itself time and time again. It's just, it lasts, it works, it's reliable, and that's what you want in an automatic watch. So I hope that this comparison helps you. It really comes down to stylistic preference. Do you like blue and piano black, or do you really like the orange and yellow approach of Subnautica? Do you have a bigger wrist that you like having a chunkier watch like the Seafarer, or do you want something that wears a little bit smaller on your wrist? What type of band do you like to wear? If you want to throw on like a rubber tropic band, Subnautica is going to be very easy to do that. If you want to throw on a NATO strap, Subnautica is going to be very easy to do that. But the Seafarer just feels like a luxury watch. It has that weight, it has that wrist presence, it's the larger of the two substantially. Unlike Subnautica, the logo isn't printed on, with Lume. This is a Lume print on Subnautica. On Seafarer, this is an actual embossed logo. It's reflective, just like the way the watch range should be. I'm going to try to carry that across other watches, but on Subnautica, we really want more Lume, and we really want that yellow to pop. So as you can see, there's just some good differences here, and it really comes down to your taste of what you prefer. In terms of superiority or which one's better than the other, I mean, you could argue the NH35 is a better movement than the 8215. I think most people would say that. You could say that this has better Lume. You could say this has a ceramic bezel. All very true. But if you go to Seafarer, you could say this is a much larger watch. This feels more like a luxury watch. This has the same amount of water resistance. It has an exhibition case back. And in terms of reliability, there's not going to be any difference between the two, right? They're both very reliable movements. So it really comes down to what you want in a watch, what you value in a watch. But I hope this comparison helps you decide. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, send me a message. I'm happy to walk you through what would fit you the best. But at the end of the day, really, both of these watches can be sized for most wrist sizes. Both of these watches are going to be outstanding. Both of these watches are going to last. Both of these watches are going to be safe in any sort of water environment you're in, unless you're a professional diver. And by professional diver, I mean you're going beyond 20 ATM. You're going deep. So check it out, lawterrain.com. Post your comments below, like, comment, subscribe, give us a follow. That all helps the channel grow. And thank you for tuning in today. And we'll have more comparisons coming soon.